Hi there, welcome to the Motley Crew, and as you can see this is a mono Motley game, i.e. features just one of the fleet, and it's called Firebird. This was uploaded last Friday by Odin, who's in the Tier 7 Kutuzov. Okay, so as we can see we're on Shards. Odin's on the northeastern spawn on the Charlie Cap. Ships for him to be aware of are obviously the two destroyers Skern and Xinjiang. Plus they've got a Cleveland out there who's a radar cruiser. Okay, and we're off. Now, Odin spawn, what you could call the bad side of Charlie. Blue team's access to that cap is constrained by the two channels, so the red team know that's where the opposition have to come through. So the destroyer puts out zoning torps, and Odin is pushing round in support of the destroyer. Yeah, as you can see, the destroyer's decided not to go charging into the cap, but he's going to push around and see if he can flank. Okay, they pick up an Iowa and a Leon. And Odin starts to engage the Leon. As you see, there's only 2 destroyers per team. And it doesn't look so far as if we've got a destroyer on the Charlie Cap from the red team. Yeah, the red team battleships seem hesitant to push into the cap. Perhaps they realise that there is probably a destroyer on this spawn on the blue team. There's obviously a red team destroyer on Bravo cap because they've pushed into there and are starting to flip that cap. So everyone's playing a rather cagey game. But yeah, the 3 battleships there, Iowa, Leon, and I think it's a Prince Heinrich, are all playing a very cagey game, as I said. Yeah, Prince Heinrich. Odin smokes up, and he's going to start engaging the Heinrich. Yeah, red team have turned Bravo cap now. The only downside, or a downside to the blue team not contesting that, it means that they're going to start losing points, but also it means that the red team is now free to redeploy the ships that spawned on Bravo. It looks like most of the ships on the blue team who spawned there have gone over to the Alpha Cap, with the exception of one battleship who's come over to Charlie. Okay, I think that's the Mars. The blue team destroyer on Charlie is now pushed in to start capping. So it's a little bit cat and mouse at the moment, but the red team Tirpitz has taken out the Florida over on the Alpha Cap. So blue team are now a ship down, and they're down on points. Yeah, meanwhile Odin keeps on wailing on the Heinrich. The blue team Passful manages to get the Tirpitz, so that's one ship down on each team so far.
Concentrate fire on the enemy warship.
Okay, blue team have now turned the Charlie Cap. Odin starts to turn out. He realises that Iowa is pushing round. He does not want to get caught broadside. But he's spotted. Yeah. So something's spotting him from between the Charlie and Bravo caps. But that Heinrich looks like it's on its last legs. He's going to go soon. As you can see, battleships over on this, the red team battleships, have all pushed out. They're very reluctant to push into the cap. The blue team Lefudra picks up the Heinrich. But Odin is still spotted, which would indicate there's either a destroyer or maybe a cruiser out there somewhere. Yeah, that Lefudra is low on health. There is a Cleveland out there, but those are deep water torps coming through, which would indicate a Pan-Asian cruiser or destroyer in the vicinity as well. We know that the red team have a Xiangyang, so it's more than likely the Xiangyang that is spamming out torpedoes. So Odin's pushed round. He's protecting his broadside from the battleships to the east of the cap. Yeah, there's the Lefudra that picked up the Heinrich. And he's gone. The Saipan has picked up the Lefudra, and the red team Cleveland also picked up the mast that was on the cap. So that's 3 ships down on each side. The blue team Östergötland over on Charlie managed to pick up the Skern. As I say, those battleships are still very unwilling to push into the Charlie cap. Leon looks like he's line surfing. But the A team taken Alpha, and they're going to start pushing towards Bravo. But the Leon takes out the Scharnhorst, the blue team Scharnhorst. So blue team are now 4 ships down to the red team's 3. And there's a Tennessee pushing round as well. I suspect she was on the Bravo cap as well. So it's still very cat and mousey here. Blue team have got 2 caps to the red team's 1. But they are behind on points, nearly 100 points behind. Although they are now starting to turn the Bravo cap. The ships that were over on Alpha are now pushing into Bravo. And basically it's left to Odin now to try and hold this cap and resist red team flipping it for as long as he can until he gets assistance from the remainder of his team. No one's able to spot those battleships. He knows roughly where they are. Okay. I was just about to say they've nearly capped B, and obviously they got whoever was capping got hit by the red team who defended the cap. Cleveland out there. Shots on from Odin. And there's a Leon. You just caught a glimpse of the Leon there. And there's a Xiangyang as well. Okay, so red team are now starting to push into Charlie. And it looks like there's a battleship who's capping. It's the Iowa. Odin gets torps out. She is close, but she's also broadside. Odin turns out and starts engaging her with HE. But those torps are looking good. He gets a fire on Iowa. And gets a couple of torps. The Iowa damage cons. Because obviously he was flooding and had a fire.
Battle ends in 5 minutes.
Okay, the Saipan has taken out the blue team Tirpitz. So they're now 5 ships down to 3. Odin puts out more torps on the Iowa. He's angling away. But the blue team Gertland has managed to take out the Cleveland. So it's 5 ships down to 4. Oh, he gets a torp hit and a flood on the Iowa. I think that flood's going to stick. He smokes up. Yeah, Iowa's flooding out. And there she goes. Good kill, Odin. Okay, it's 5 ships down on each team now. And the blue team are up 300 points. Or should I say 200 points. Shots on that Leon, who's also pushed into the cap. The blue team have both the Alpha and Bravo. But they've only got 3 ships left now, including Odin. To the red team's 4. Yeah, he's on the back line. It looks like they're going to take that cap very soon. More shots on the Leon. He's got a fire. Okay, the Saipan has taken out the Gertland. And I missed it, but earlier the Xiangang took out the Nagato. So it's 2 versus 4. Unfortunately, if you look at the mini-map, the blue team carrier Parsifal has pushed right into the Bravo cap where there's a red team destroyer. That's not going to end well, I don't think. Meanwhile, Odin's getting shots out on the Leon. He's got a high caliber. There's a fire burning. Yeah, and gets another fire. The clock's counting down. It's just a matter of whether they can hang on now to the end and maintain their lead. There's about 100 points difference between the 2 teams. But of course, the red team have got 4 ships compared to the blue team's 2. More shots on that Leon. But if you look on the mini-map, the red team destroyer is taking on the Parsifal. As I said earlier, that's not going to end well. Yeah. So it's Odin left. Blue team are now down on points, and we're counting down to the finish. So it's really whether he can take out that Leon or not before the end of the game. It's about a 30-point difference. He's got a fire burning on the Leon. He's also got to stay alive, of course. He gets more hits on the Leon. That Leon is suffering. I think that fire's stuck. Yeah, he gets another fire on the Leon. And there we go. He gets it, and an arsonist to boot, and a Confederate. Well done, Odin. Yeah, good game, Odin, and good game to the red team. Special mention, I think, for the red team carrier, who played a really good game. Hope you enjoyed that, guys, and we'll be back with another very soon.